I grew up around the game of basketball. My dad was a Division III college coach at a local apprentice school in Virginia. I remember seeing like pictures of me when I was younger, shooting on like the Fisher-Price hoop, then moving up to like the Nerf hoop on the back of the door, and then playing for like the YMCA at like the age 4 on the little hoop. I remember always having a ball in my hand at a young age. Looking back at it, I'm glad that, I grew up in a basketball, environment.
It wasn't long before Texas freshman point guard Matt Coleman was noticed on the court. When he was 13, the first offers started to pour in.
I received my first college offer from Old Dominion, and then following that was UVA, then it was VCU. I've known Coach Meyer for going on 6 years now, since I was an 8th grader, since he started recruiting me. I was around him due to the fact of he was at VCU, and that wasn't that far from where I lived. And I remember him coming to recruit me, on AAU trips.
Coleman was offered by some of the top schools in the nation, including Kansas and Duke, but something about Coach Shaka Smart stood out.
The biggest thing that went into, my decision was, one, the relationship with Coach, and I knew that I was going to be his guy, and the trust he had in me. I would get fake car keys, some type of representation of here's the key and it's yours to take. So it was a reoccurring image in my head. It was a reoccurring message, from the coaching staff. It was like, this is going to be, your program. Do you want it?
Coleman accepted the challenge and joined Texas's 2017 top 10 recruiting class. After a solid start to the season, one moment in particular has stuck with him. In Lubbock, with 2:33 to play and Texas up 4, Coleman was fouled shooting a three-pointer.
I think I'm shooting 80% from the free throw line in Big 12 play. And I'm going to the line, and before every shoot around, I make 10 free throws in a row. And it was on that same rim, that same hoop. So I'm going to the line.
The first one, too strong off the back iron.
I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna miss the next two.
Here's the second one for Coleman. This one is also off the rim, and he can't believe it. He just said, wow. I'm not sure we've seen Matt miss 2 in a row this season. The third one for Matt Coleman is no good. He missed all 3.
I'm devastated because I felt like if we lose this game, it's because of me. It's because of me. And it was just a sickening feeling.
Evans, yes! Game over!
Got back. Coach was like, I'll take you to the dorm. So I got in the car with him. He took me to the dorm, and it was quiet, till the last 2 minutes. And he was just like, how you feel? I can't say what I said, but I was like, Coach, I feel like some. And he started laughing, and he was like, it's okay. He was like, the best thing about this is it's a learning experience. If you don't learn from it, then it's a waste. But if you take this experience and you learn from it, then it will only make you better. So then I got out the car, I went to my room, dropped my stuff off, and I got right back out. I walked here to the gym and went and shot free throws, shot 100 free throws. Then I shot 3 free throws at each goal. And then I'm recreating the moment in my head. I didn't go to sleep till around 4 o'clock that morning.
The late-night shooting session paid off. In his next game, Coleman scored a career-high 22 points in a win over then 12th-ranked Oklahoma.
Nice crossover, and then Coleman buries the 3 to bring them to their feet here in Austin. Driving Coleman. It'll go! Coleman driving, gets it to go!
Boy, how about the maturity of Matt Coleman, the freshman? The lefty is really growing up right in front of our eyes.
He made 4 consecutive free throws in the final 2 minutes to help clinch the victory.
Me and Coach talk about a lot of things, how I should be connected and always playing with joy, how the great players have humility mixed with confidence. So I think the biggest thing we got out of that was having the humility and then also having the confidence to just go out and just play. On the court, I want to be known as one of the best point guards to walk through the University of Texas. I remember that was like one of the recruiting tactics the University of Texas, you know, placed in front of me, and I was like, I can do that. I have that ability to be one of the best point guards in the country.